Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. He's a miracle worker.
Man, yes, he is. A doctor in a sick room, a lawyer in a courtroom, a mother for the motherless, a father for the fatherless. He's all that. I know you got a good word this morning.
Oh, thank you, Rickey. So this song lets us know that whenever you are hurting and your back is against the wall in a situation that is too much for you, the good news is it's just right for God. When you can't, God can. Whatever is impossible for you, please understand it's tailor-made for God, because God is a miracle worker. There's a question in the Bible that simply says, is there anything too hard for God? Y'all, that's a rhetorical question, meaning that God is the God that comes through. I like that right there. So when you are down, God comes through and lifts you up. When you are stuck like Chuck in a jacked up situation, God comes through and makes a way out of no way. When you find yourself weak and wondering if you can make it, God comes through and gives you just enough strength to handle every single moment that you find yourself in. So all I want to say is, since God is a miracle worker, come through, God. Make a way out of no way. Come through, God. Open up that door. Come through, God. Heal those who are broken. Come through, God, because there's nothing that's too hard for God. Please understand, when you can't, God can. If it's too much for you, it's just right for God, because God is a miracle worker.
Man, I know that's right. Hey, Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, follow me on Twitter, FH Unscripted. That's also the same handle for Instagram. And then I'm also on Facebook. Follow me, Frederick D. Haynes.
Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey.
News headlines,
Entertainment.
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
13 minutes after the top of the hour. Good morning, front page time. Maria, what's happening?
Good morning, Rock T. The front page is brought to you by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. So the city of Springfield, Ohio, has been hit with dozens of bomb threats, some at elementary schools, after Trump and his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, promoted false rumors that immigrants were eating residents' pets, including cats and dogs. Vice President Kamala Harris ripped Donald Trump's comments, condemning him for spreading lies. Here's what she had to say during a discussion hosted by the National Association of Black Journalists.
I mean, my heart breaks. You know, there were children, elementary school children. It was school photo day. You remember what that's like? Going to school on picture day, dressed up in their best, got all ready, knew what they were going to wear the night before, and had to be evacuated.
Yeah, that situation is definitely out of control. In other news, the FBI and Postal Service are investigating suspicious mail containing a white powder substance that was sent to election officials in at least 16 states this week, according to an ABC News canvass of the country. Now, none of the mail has been deemed hazardous so far, and in one case, the substance was determined to be flour, but the scare prompted evacuations in some locations. Lastly, the average person feels their head spinning from stress 156 times per year, translating to about 3 times per week. A survey which polled 2,000 adults also found that 41% of respondents are currently experiencing their peak stress levels for the year. Even more concerning, Americans say they experience brain fog with the same frequency as stress headaches 3 times a week. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up, man? Las Vegas Aces star Asia Wilson passed Angel Reese for WNBA's single-season rebounding record this year. Of course, we know Angel is out for the rest of the season with an injury, or she would have probably held on to that record. But congratulations to Asia, who is having the best season of her career. Last week, she became the first player in league history to reach 1,000 points in a single season. Michael Jordan, his heiress, has finally found a buyer for his $15 million mansion in Chicago after sitting for 12 years, man. 56,000 square feet, 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, a cigar room, a library, an indoor gym, a full-size basketball court, tennis court, circular infinity pool, and more. So he finally found a buyer for that bad boy. I got a potential Rock T Bowl sports prediction. Florida State football squad is 0-3. Don't be surprised if the Seminoles present Coach Primetime Deion Sanders the head coaching job to Florida State after this season if this continues to go this way. Deion's alma mater, ladies and gentlemen, is Florida State. Not saying that he would leave if he received that offer, but I'm just saying. It's my quick sports report right there. Brigaded Tad, good morning. You got the hot spot coming up next.
Yes, I do. Good morning, Rock T. Coming up next in the hot spot, Diddy was denied bail. I got the details up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
29 minutes before the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Brigaded Tat.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, as many of you know, Diddy was arrested at a Manhattan hotel Monday night, and yesterday he was denied bail at a hearing and will remain in custody on charges including racketeering and sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Combs' lawyers have proposed home detention with a $50 million bond secured by property including Combs' Miami mansion. But prosecutors argued that Combs was a flight risk and that he could intimidate witnesses in the case if he was released on bond. Interviews with more than 50 victims and witnesses uncovered details of decades of alleged physical abuse against women and one kidnapping attempt. One big detail is that Combs is alleged to have staged what he called freak-offs, lasting days in which he would coerce women to have sex with male commercial sex workers. Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded these events, which were allegedly fueled by drugs and so taxing on participants that IV drips were frequently required.
Jeez.
Over 1,000 bottles, I said 1,000 bottles, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube were found during the raids, which were allegedly used during these freak-offs. Combs' lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, said he's going to clear his name and we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly, but if found guilty, he faces a minimum of 15 years behind bars or a maximum sentence of life in prison.
Man,
You gotta do time just for all them bottles.
That is
All them ashy babies in that area looking
that
for.
is a lot
15 years is not that long, though, huh? Do you have to serve the whole 15?
for feds, yes.
And the feds, you got to
Gary,
serve
15
everything?
years?
To the dough.
Yeah, but
15
usually
years.
when you go to jail, you don't have to serve all your
85%.
time.
That's state.
85%.
But feds,
You're
you
gonna do 85% to the dough.
and they said they're not done. They're continuing to dig for even more stuff, and they're asking anybody else that's associated with this to come out and speak.
Lord have mercy. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a surviving Diddy, because you know everybody finna start trying to make some money off this situation that knew anything, and it's a part of it in any kind of way.
It's about to be OJ all over again, but I don't think they're gonna be able to televise it because you can't televise federal trials.
Oh.
You can only yeah, that's why we didn't see none of Trump
So
stuff.
OJ stuff was state?
Yeah, it wasn't federal. Yeah,
okay.
you can't have cameras in the federal court.
Well, I'm sure somebody gonna be somewhere snooping and lurking and getting all the information as they do everybody else to try to keep their situations private. So we'll just keep y'all up on what we can. This is all crazy because, you know, Diddy, Bad Boy, you think of Biggie, you think of Craig Mack, you think of all the great music that like Jodeci that shaped
Faith Evans, 112.
that shaped our culture. Yeah, like that's,
all the
Foxy
remixes.
Brown, them and all them.
That's
all them
crazy.
Diddy remixes. Take that.
Oh,
That's
you know what?
So it might be an unfortunate phrase to use.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot.
Oh yeah, it just hit me.
Yeah, why don't we just hit you with what we got coming up next? What's coming up next, Braxy? Who we repping today in HBCU?
Let's go holler at Fort Valley State University, Brigaded Tat. That's coming
Let's
up
do
next,
that.
baby.
You take that. Oh, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? Rock Teasy in the building for another HBCU. Know we gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We finna check it on down to Fort Valley State University. established in 1895, home of the Blue and Gold Wildcats. Shout out to the Blue Machine Marching Band. Oh, we finna shout out to one of y'all's former students, Mr. John Wesley Blassingame, an American historian, pioneer in the study of slavery in the United States. He served as professor and chair of African Studies at Yale University for 29 years. He was the chief editor of the papers for Frederick Douglass. He received a bachelor's degree at Fort Valley State. He received a master's degree at Howard University. He received a master's degree and doctorate at Yale University. Mr. John Wesley Blassingame, another proud HBCU alum of Fort Valley State University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, or if you have someone you want us to spotlight, follow and DM us on Instagram at HBCU. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen, for the good, the bad, and what the hell Wednesday. Maria, what's going on with the good news?
Man, the good news, it's all about the ladies, Rock T. The United States Navy commissioned its first co-ed submarine this week in a ceremonial event that the vessel's commander called a truly historic moment. Commander Steve Hale described the ship and said she is the most advanced, fastest, and fully integrated fast attack to date. Our superior professionalism is enhanced by our crew, integration, and our diversity. Now, I know it's 2024, and we celebrating women getting on these submarines, but it was specifically built and integrated for male and female sailors. So shout out to the Navy for doing big things, and this is submarine history.
That's a beautiful thing right there, Jack. All right, Special K, I had to put this on you, but you got some bad news.
Yeah, man, it's a little early for this one, but hey, a pianist. Let me make sure I pronounce my words.
Say it right, dog. Say it right.
A pianist.
Right, someone who plays the piano.
That is a person who is skilled in playing the piano.
Yeah.
Poured bleach over her partner and almost severed his manhood when he refused to have sex with her. Marlena waited until her boyfriend had fallen asleep, then poured bleach on his face. As he was confused and fumbling for his clothes in the dark, she stabbed him in the groin, narrowly missing his penis. Now, the music teacher later said in court, I wanted to harm his genitals because he refused to have sex with me, but he moved and I got his thigh instead. She was sentenced to 7 years in prison for intent to cause grievous bodily harm. Yes.
That should have been the what the hell right there.
Yes,
Wait a minute. So
Oh, my goodness.
why
You want to be good, but you don't want to be that good that she needed that bad.
Wow.
I'm just trying to figure out why he didn't want to have relations with her.
Well, they don't show her picture, but hey.
What rhymes with tennis? Tennis.
Tennis.
On that note, all right, Brad, what you got with the what the hell news?
Well, in the what the hell news, you probably heard stories about preteens somehow managing to take cars out for a joyride down the street. Well, one girl is putting all of them to shame. She is an 8-year-old girl in Ohio. She was reported missing on Sunday morning. Well, it turns out she was busy. Security footage showed that the girl got in the family's SUV and drove off. A big SUV. Authorities found her about 12 miles away, which would have been at least 20 minutes, a 20-minute drive across multiple highways and surface streets. She was found at a Starbucks inside Target, where she had ordered herself a Frappuccino, darling. The police let the little girl finish the Frappuccino before taking her home. But that ain't all, y'all. She also had more than $400 in cash and had spent some of that after shopping in Target. Oh, my goodness. The cops had the store refund her for those purchases, and they haven't said anything else. They haven't said what she bought. There are a lot of questions that don't have answers yet, like how was the girl able to navigate to Target? And just parking at a Target can be pain for grown people. Thankfully, y'all, nobody was hurt, but the girl did fess up to hitting a mailbox somewhere along her journey. This girl is too young to be charged criminally, and her parents have not commented.
Now, that's what I was about to say. Where was mom and dad at?
Where was they at? And how did she get the keys? And
Hey, man.
what's she doing with $400? And how's she know to get in Target?
I gotta give her props. That's impressive. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
8-year-old. So dad probably put put her on her lap and teach her how to drive and steer, you know, in open parking lots or whatever. And she probably felt like, hey, I can do this myself.
You can call a black person at work and they'll talk to you while they're supposed to be working. But you try to call them while they're on their break or at lunch. And they be like, look, man, you gotta call me back, man. And you be feeling bad, be like, man, I ain't mean to bother you while you were working. Be like, no, I'm at lunch. You be like, well, I thought this was the time you were supposed to be talking. Be like, no, this is my time.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
8 minutes after the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in the celebrity news, y'all. Okay, y'all, we've been talking about Diddy all morning, y'all, in this situation that's going on with him, that he may be going to the pen for 15 to life, y'all. But it really saddens my heart because I've been talking to a couple of friends that were saying that they're trying to label him, they're trying to make him as if he has an alternative lifestyle. And we all know that Diddy does not live an alternative lifestyle. They're saying that they found some kind of pink cocaine they say it's been used with people that's alternative lifestyle. And and there's just a big talk about that. But I was talking to my friend Miss Armani, and she was a little disturbed because she lives in Los Angeles. And she was saying that one thing she will say about this situation, it was hard to find lube. She said because, they're saying that Diddy had over 1,000 vials at his house, and that's what she was saying the girls were talking about in L.A. So, I don't know.
So it affected people on the West Coast as well.
Yeah, yes.
Wow. So they say a bottle of baby oil on the West Coast is like $10, $10.75 a bottle now.
Yes, and they're saying that, that's what Miss Armani told me. So I'm like, well, girl, I don't know, but since this thing came out, it may be, a situation where, a lot of the girls in L.A., honey, was upset and stuff behind it. So, but we're going to follow this story because I feel so bad for Diddy, y'all, because, they say he's done so much for so many people, helped so many artists. Didn't he help a lot of artists, Brad? A lot of,
Absolutely, yeah, he did.
He helped a lot of artists and stuff. And when
they say he took a lot of artists' money, too. They also say that.
Well, yeah.
That he screwed a lot of black artists out of their royalties and...
Can that happen? You can't take people royalties if they did the music.
Sure you can, if you don't negotiate properly.
Yeah, and he Brad, now, how the publishing work? Didn't he give them their publishing back after it was all basically sucked dry?
So, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so they say if he gave it back, then that means he didn't take it then. So
he took all the money out of it and gave it back.
The sales were high.
Oh.
So when
then when it went down, and now you could have it now here when it's just like taking
20 years later.
Yeah. It's like being with an old man when he in his prime and he doing good, but then when he fell off, now he want to come and be your lover. Oh, okay.
I don't know about that comparison.
It's
but
weird.
Okay, yeah. Oh my God.
What kind of comparison was that?
See, God don't like ugly. That's why you're choking.
Moving on, in other celebrity news, y'all, Shaq is dating again, a legend. Now he's dating some what is this with all these women? They call them what they call them models? They are Instagram models. Where they come from?
Instagram.
Wow. But anyway, her name is
more than 20 pictures. You an IG model.
Yeah, but I mean, how they get these men with money like that? And they got women been walking around that ain't even got a man. Good women, college-educated women can't get a man. These Instagram models just pop up and get all these men.
They post all these photos and videos, and the men just look and lust after them, and then they just eventually end up in their DMs.
Are you that crazy?
Yeah, dudes be thirsty.
Yeah.
You are filthy rich. And you gonna get an Instagram model?
If a guy hits you up and he's like, hey, I want to take you to Dubai or Thailand, they be flying him out on these amazing trips. What is she supposed to, of course, if she's single, she's young, she's going to say yes.
Really?
But I saw the selfie. That girl she's like barely up to his waistline.
Exactly, honey. That's probably what he liked,
But did they identify, was it really him in the picture? Because his face was cut off.
She said, do you recognize these feet? Everybody knew it was his feet.
I tried to zoom in. I didn't see. They didn't look busted like it. Because doesn't he have busted feet?
Yeah, he got some crusty feet.
Yeah,
honey, but,
they didn't look crusty in the picture.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, anyway, child. Well, we're going to see one. Congratulations to the Instagram models, child. Can men be Instagram models, too?
They can.
Yeah,
child,
absolutely.
I'm going to go register now.
Male thoughts out there.
Oh, well, I'm for the register. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is magenta. On the high end, you say magenta, and on the low end, you say beautiful blue. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time to wake up. Wake up.
this is Carter, and I'd like to wake up my aunt from North Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, this is Montreal calling from Addis, Louisiana. I want to say wake up to my whole crew at Baton Rouge General A3. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, good morning. This is Gigi calling from Charlotte for Caleb, Braden, Chance, and Brielle. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Adrian. I am calling from Virginia. Just want to say wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody.
This is Anthony Day, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I want to say wake up to my niece, Deidre. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let them know. Kansas City, wake up. Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. West Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Let's wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate that. Bringing it 10 wake-up calls is brought to you by...
No fees are minimum, and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Good morning, Janie.
Yeah.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice.
Yes.
Yes.
And be glad in it. Janie, how you feeling this morning?
I feel fine.
Me too. He woke me up this morning and slid me in my house shoes. Clean across the floor.
Yes. Clean.
Almost couldn't stop when I got in my house shoes. I hit the wall. He slid me fast this morning, made me dizzy.
Floors.
Here's our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself.
Accordingly. All of it.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, all cockeyed members are reminded that you can only park in a handicapped spot if you cockeyed in both eyes. Hey. And the parking lot security guard will check and see if he see you doing it. And he'll check close because he cockeyed too. Now, Sister Velma Waters' son, Junior, is back on that crack pipe again and broke in the church after choir rehearsal last night. And the janitor caught him taking a whole bath in the baptismal pool.
No.
With a whole bottle of Mr. Bubble in the water. And he couldn't get him out of the pool because he was trying to fight a grown man that was buck naked and slicked up, all up and slippery with Mr. Bubbles. So that was a man law violation. Can't fight nobody that's buck naked and got shampoo all over him.
Shampoo?
Shampoo, Mr. Bubble. What they call it? The Mr. Bubble.
Bubble bath. Yeah,
Bubble bath. It was
Bubbles,
slick
Mr.
and
Bubbles.
yeah, he was slick and greasy and slimy and naked.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that's not a comfortable fight right there. But they got him on out of there. So, now we having a funeral on Saturday for our only white member.
Oh, wow.
God rest his soul, Billy McCoy. He passed away last Friday. He was only 37, and he was a little bit overweight. He at 5'1", 290 pounds.
What?
And he had severe back spasms, choking fits. But other than that, he was in good condition. He was in good health. And what took him out was he went out with his white cousins to do a 100-foot bungee jump off a bridge. And didn't realize that it was a weight limit. So the family gonna save money and bury him in a flat screen TV box. Oh yeah, baby, he was pie. He was pie. He was pie. He went down there pretty fast. So want everybody to take consideration of your weight before you go bungee jumping.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't go because he invited me, Janie. Don't go bungee jumping, Janie. Don't do it. That concludes our church announcement. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right
now.
All right.
Black Tony. What's up, dog?
Yo.
What's up, man?
Rock.
Yeah.
What? Black Tony, where you at, man?
Hey, what's up, Shotty?
Oh, it's
Man,
Rick.
Shotty,
What
I've
up,
been
Rick?
trying to call. Man, Shotty, I've been trying to call you.
Yeah, what up?
Shotty, I've been trying to hit you up. Yo.
Black Tony.
Yo.
Now, what you texted me and told me yesterday, I told you I was in my car in the shop.
Shotty, I told you I was gonna come scoop you up. Shotty, I told you I was gonna scoop you up.
Dog.
Yo.
I saw you last night after the book signing last night.
Yo.
And let me just say, Uncle, where you won't think I'm fussing at you. I appreciate you going to Amazon, getting my book, and I just appreciate everything that you're trying to do. I appreciate you coming to work the other day, okay? But, bro, you got me sitting out here.
Shotty, you ain't read my text. What I sent you? I sent you a text.
When you text?
I text you this morning,
Shotty. I'm looking at my phone now, Black Tony.
No, I text you this morning.
I'm looking at my phone now.
Okay, I look at your other phone, Shotty. You got two phones like you a drug dealer. But look, Shotty, I had text you and told you, Shotty. I had told you I would come to scoot you up. But what had happened was my car, my transmission messed up, Shotty. I can't drive in nothing but reverse.
So you got Rick out there just by himself out there.
Shotty,
Right
I can't drive in nothing but reverse, Shotty. That means if I come pick you up, Red.
Bruh,
I can't drive in nothing but reverse. If I come pick you up, that means I got to turn to the. I got to turn and just look at you the whole time I'm driving in reverse, and that's gonna be weird, son. You know that's gonna be weird.
Black Tony, you said you was gonna be in front of my house at 4:30. We could have drove in reverse. They did that. They did that on that movie Cannonball Run.
They did, dog. They did.
all the way to L.A.
I don't want to be looking at you while the whole time I'm driving to work, and I'm looking at you and you looking straight ahead, and I'm just looking at the side of your face. So that's a man love.
Black Tony, I was gonna ride in the front with you. I was gonna be looking back too, making sure you don't hit that.
But I'm still gonna be looking. My head's still gonna be turned over, looking at you, and then you gonna look over at me. And
I was gonna turn my shoulder to the other. But I was gonna turn my shoulder to the other side and look out, maybe like not in the middle, but on the side. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a man.
When we get on the highway, so we get on the highway, we driving backwards. Folks gonna think we running. Man, it's just too much pressure.
But Rick, Black Tony rubbing off on you, Rick, because now both of y'all ain't at work.
Yeah, I mean, I was up and dressed. He's supposed to be coming to pick me up. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You got me out here looking bad.
Okay, sorry. I'm finna work it out. Just stand outside. I'm finna work it out. Just stand outside.
I've been outside since 4 o'clock this morning, bro.
Okay. Well, hold on. Don't hang up.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
It's Gary, baby. 4 minutes after the top of the hour. Good morning, Gary. What's happening?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in the celebrity news, y'all. I just got my suit off of layaway, y'all. And I guess I should have let it stay on layaway because I don't know if y'all heard about the shocking news, honey. It's being reported, y'all, that the 2024 BET Hip Hop Awards is pulling out of Atlanta, y'all, due to rapid violent crime. Now, they're saying, y'all, in a press release the other day, BET announced, y'all, that the 2024 Hip Hop Awards will be held in Las Vegas on October the 8th. Now, the BET Awards, y'all, which originated, y'all, back in 2006, was held, honey, in Atlanta for the last 3 years. Now, they're saying rapper Fat Joe hosted the show the last 2 years. Now, the year's host has not been announced, y'all. Now, they're saying the move from Atlanta marks the first time that the BET Awards will be held, y'all, in Las Vegas. Now, BET is excited, honey, to bring BET Hip Hop Awards to a city known for its electrifying atmosphere and rich history of awe-inspiring entertainment. BET President and CEO Scott Mills said at a press release. Now, they're saying that the performers and nominations will be announced soon. So, Las Vegas has become a popular home, y'all, for the award show. They're saying that the Billboard Awards music was held there from 1996 to 2022. And, y'all, the Academy of Country and Music Awards were held there from 2003 to 2022, y'all. They're saying that the BET Hip Hop Awards is an annual celebration paying homage to black culture and highlighting the best in hip-hop music, y'all. Now, somebody said overall crime is down, y'all, by 15% across Atlanta, the mayor's office announced, and they're saying that the rate of the murders and other violent crimes in Atlanta dropped since 2022. So according to the data y'all provided by the Atlanta Police Department in January. Are y'all saddened? Because I'm saddened.
Oh.
You sad?
I didn't know that you attended the Hip Hop Awards. Every year you've gone?
I've been, maybe 2 years, huh? Yeah,
Oh,
and I
okay.
went,
You've been several.
Yeah,
That's
man.
nice.
And I just bought a new suit.
We'll fly to L.A.
Girl, that's too far.
Whatever.
What color's your suit, man? What color suit you get?
Magenta.
Oh, that would have been nice.
I want to see you in that.
Yeah, I mean, I am so sad. Brett, how you feel about that? Because I know you should be sad about it because that's your culture and stuff.
I'm not sad.
Atlanta people need to get it together. Atlanta's like the real life GTA.
But you know what? It's weird because they're going to have to up the budget because everybody was already having a house or a home in Atlanta. Like, just think about how much money they're going to have to pay. All these flights, all these hotels.
They got money. Everybody that's going got money except for the people that's sitting up in the bad seats.
So did they switch it at the last minute, or they're just now announcing?
I already got word that there was a reservation on the Civic Center and that they were making plans for it in Atlanta. Like, it's on the board in the back and everything.
Yes, I was ready. I just got my suit. So now, I mean, who's gonna replace my suit?
We gotta get you a reasonable flight to Las Vegas.
What's
you
reasonable?
Fly out
Well,
there.
you think they could pay for it? I wonder they could pay for it.
Who's they?
I'm sure they could.
Oh, well.
Whoever they are.
BET, I guess. All right, moving on, honey. Another celebrity news, y'all. Kevin Lyles, baby, is stepping down as Chief Executive Officer of 300 Entertainment. Now, they're saying the music exec, y'all, announced the other day. Now, Lyles made an announcement less than 24 hours after hip-hop mogul, honey, Sean Combs, honey, was indicted on sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, racketeering, conspiracy, and arson charges in New York City. Now, Combs was arrested, y'all, at the beautiful Hyatt Park Hotel in Midtown Manhattan yesterday. Now, they're saying that the news that more arrests are expected send shockwaves through the music industry, y'all. Now, the news caused Combs Associates, honey, to lock down their social media accounts and book one-way plane tickets, baby, to Bali. Ooh, they paid for that, baby. They're all going to Bali, honey, with Russell Simmons. They don't come get y'all there, I don't guess, huh?
They must not. That's where everybody's trying to go.
Baby, they said they got their one-way tickets, honey, so it's just sad. Now, they're saying that 300 Entertainment artist roster includes y'all rappers Megan Thee Stallion, Gunna, Migos, Fetty Wap, and the Young Thug, and so many others, y'all. This is sad. I mean, how could one man cause all these problems? You know, I mean, it's just not a good look. I mean,
well, I just think on behalf of the victims, you know, if you've been victimized or if you experience some type of assault and you finally get to come out and speak your piece. I mean, we all saw on video what happened to Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
So if he's done other things to other people, he should be held accountable.
Well, they show up to hold him accountable, and it's, oh, bless his spirit, honey. You know, it's just really something, you know, we talked about it the last hour. I mean, with all the lube and all that baby oil and stuff.
That's the most distressing part of the whole story.
That was very distressing.
Like 1,000
bottles of oil.
Why do you need that much?
What do you need? I mean,
that's a whole lot of...
Because back in the day, it didn't take that much.
Yep.
I mean, but I mean,
Gary.
you know,
moving right along.
What's color today, man? I mean,
the color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is magenta. On the high end, you say magenta, and on the low, you say beautiful blue. That's your color for today.
I can't believe you said that, dog. All right, give it up a game with the T, man.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
25 minutes after the top of the hour, it is Wellness Wednesday, and joining us this morning, of course, is our favorite doc, Dr. MJ Collier, man. Welcome back to the show, my brother. Dr. Collier.
Good morning, Rocky. How are you today, sir?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. So good morning to Special K, Gary with the T, Maria Moore, and the Brett, my favorite morning show crew. So, the Rock T, thank you for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And today's topic, today is National HIV Awareness Day. So we're going to give you an HIV update. And Rock T, this is what's amazing. The first cases of HIV that were reported in the United States was in June of 1981. This was over 40 years ago, but still within most of our lifetime. So we have lived through this pandemic and saw, changes, and people are now living with HIV. The number of people living with HIV in the United States is now 1.2 million individuals. The number of new HIV infections still 31,800 per year. And the number of people infected with HIV who don't know that they are infected, 13 to 15%. So these are people who are engaging in not necessarily even at-risk behaviors, because, there are women who are sleeping with men who sleep with men on the down low, etc., and they don't even know they're being exposed to HIV. So that is why in my practice, HIV screening is routine part of your comprehensive annual physical examination. But if you need it more often than that, I have some patients I test every 3 months for all sexually transmitted diseases. That's the only way you're going to find out. So you got people that are virally suppressed. That's 57%. So that means over half are being treated and controlled. That means those 600,000 people can infect their partners. That means that there's still a high possibility. When you move to a city like Atlanta, for instance, if you are a gay male or engaged in sex with men, having sex with men, if you are HIV negative, within 3 years, if you're active in that community, you will convert to positive. So that's one of the problems with, that type of behavior. People are not as afraid of HIV as they used to be. Condom use has gone down dramatically, and people are doing wild and crazy things now. They're engaged in a lot of activities that they wouldn't have done so previously. So we got antiretroviral therapy, or ART, which is reduced HIV-related morbidity. I mean, people are living basically as long as, everybody else. Roughly, a person that's diagnosed with HIV lives to be about 63 years old. And you say, well, that's kind of young. We say that. Young people think that's way too old. But we think that's old enough. But again, that's about the life expectancy of African Americans here in the United States anyway. So they live in basically about as long as people when they're, and it doesn't matter how bad the infection is, whether it's mild, moderate to severe. Once they're diagnosed and they go on treatment, they have basically a pretty normal lifespan. That's why we say and use the terminology living with HIV. So people's treatment guidelines recommend initiating treatment as soon as one is diagnosed with HIV. When a person is on antiretroviral therapy, there's literally no possibility of transmitting the HIV through sexual activity, no matter what you're doing. So if you are engaged in activity that possibly could expose you, and really if you're having sex with anybody under any circumstances and not using protection, then you are in a situation you're placing yourself in a position of possibly getting transmission. Then use pre-exposure prophylaxis. That's called PrEP now, and offers prevention in nearly 2/3 of those who could be taking the medication. Guess what, Rocky? The states with the highest incidence of HIV, California, Florida, and Georgia. Georgia's number 3. We were number 1 at one point, but we're number 3 now, particularly in and around the city of Atlanta. So it continues to have a disproportionate impact on people of color. That's gay men, bisexual men, and other MSM. That means men who have sex with men, and transgender women, which is kind of a new category that they are monitoring. So that's why HIV testing is so important for both treatment and prevention efforts. It's actually thought in the scientific community, Rock, that we're going to have an actual cure for HIV, a permanent cure within the next 5 years. And we have now a new treatment option that consists of basically getting an injection every 6 months. That medication basically means instead of taking pills every day, because people get medication fatigue, they'll start taking it, they'll do well, and then they just get tired of taking medicine, so they stop taking it, and then they go back to being capable of infecting people. So being able to get an injection every 6 months should cut down tremendously on transmission. The problem is the cost is exponential, and who's going to cover those costs? So that's where we are with that.
Well, let's go to the phone lines real quick and see if you can answer a few more medical questions. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, good morning.
I have a peeling palms from using hand sanitizer during the COVID era, and it hasn't gone away. They've prescribed me tacrolimus, and they prescribed other things, but it doesn't work. And I was wondering if you had any suggestions.
Okay, that's a great question. One, you're having an allergic reaction to the hand sanitizer, and it's drying your skin out and making it scale. So, one, stop using hand sanitizer and just wash your hands with regular antibacterial soap. That will give you more benefit. But if you do happen to use a hand sanitizer, then you need to immediately also apply moisturizer. And a moisturizer that contains vitamin D is the best for skin healing. The process and for the skin, it turns over on your hands. It's a thick layer of dead skin. So it's not going to magically convert that scaly skin to normal looking skin. That skin has to turn over, grow out, and that process can take a few weeks. So don't be surprised at that. But then your maintenance program should include, again, minimizing use of hand sanitizers, just washing your hands. But if you do, because of your workstation, have to use hand sanitizer, then immediately apply. Carry one thing of hand sanitizer and one thing of a moisturizer that you can immediately apply to your hands to keep that skin from drying out.
We got another caller. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning. You're on.
Hi. So I wanted to know if there is some correlation between hypothyroidism. I've had a sinus infection for a year. I've had sinus surgery. Nothing has helped, and I still can't smell or taste.
Okay, hypothyroidism does not affect smell and taste. It sounds like you might have long COVID. That is consistent with all the symptomatology that you have described, particularly if you've had sinus surgery. The problem with sinus infections are they're very difficult to treat because the blood flow in the sinus area is minimal. So the only way the antibiotic will get there is to take high doses for a long period of time, and that means 2 to 4 weeks. And some people just don't do it. As soon as their symptoms improve, they stop taking the medication, and that's why the sinus infection persists. And then once you have treated the infection, you need to remove the environment that allows the bacteria to grow. That means you're using a mucolytic, which makes that thick mucus thin and watery so it will drain or your body will reabsorb it, and then a non-sedating antihistamine such as Claritin, Allegra, Zysol or Zyrtec, so that you can keep that area drier and there's no place for the bacteria to grow. It's just going to require some maintenance. Sinus infections are almost a curse because it just really requires constant and continuous attention.
We got time for one more quick call. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Hi, doctor. I have a question. This word, it's hard to pronounce, diverticulitis. And I just wanted to know how serious it is and if there's anything that can block it or how to control it.
Okay, that's diverticulitis, and that is where on the large intestines, usually on the left side, which is where you strain to have a bowel movement, it's kind of like having an extra appendix. You can have one, you can have hundreds of them, and the problem is that they are just as susceptible to infection as an appendix is. And so one of the treatments is they used to have to operate and remove that section of the infected large intestines, but now they can usually give you antibiotics and treat it. And then to prevent, you need to stay on a high fiber diet, make sure that you have large, easy to pass bowel movements and stools. One of the things you can do is take a product like my Lipo Cleanse that will help with that, and probiotics, and then avoid things like peanuts and seeds and anything that can get inside those diverticulum and cause them to get inflamed and infected. So it's a chronic disease state that has to be maintained, and you probably were diagnosed with either a colonoscopy or from a CT scan or an MRI, and that lets you know that you're going to have to stay on top of that.
Drop that disclaimer, Dr. Collier.
Okay. Rock T, I can be reached on all social media at AskDrMJ. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Follow that channel where you can watch videos on various healthcare topics, and go to my website, lipodrops.com, where you'll find information on supplements to keep you healthy and boost your immune system and help you lose weight. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rock T, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, Super Dave, or its other production crew. Stay. Don't you dare go away. You listen to Dr. MJ and Rock Teasy on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Comedian Rita Brent. 14 minutes before the top of the hour. It's about that time. One of our favorite parts of the show. Rita Brent, welcome back to the show.
Rock, what up, y'all? What's poppin'? Good morning.
Good morning. So you about to fix it for us, huh?
Yeah, something needs fixing. So let me just ask a quick question, Rock T. Do you trust in the Lord?
Absolutely.
Brett, Gary, Maria, y'all trust in the Lord?
Absolutely.
Yes, with all my heart.
Yes, me too. So I've been watching a lot of news, and I was looking for some encouragement this morning, and I came across one of my favorite songs on the internet called "I Would Trust in the Lord." And let's just take a listen at this particular version.
Oh, I'm going to trust in the Lord. I'm going to trust in the Lord. I'm going to stay on the battlefield until I die. I'm going to treat everybody right. I'm going to treat everybody right. I'm going to treat everybody right until I die.
That's right.
All right, honey.
You gotta trust
Is
him.
that the same Lord? I don't know if that's the same Lord
She trusted, honey.
that I'm trusting in. I don't know. I wish they would just stop selling microphones at this point, because everybody and their mama is allowed to sing. But after I listened to that, I was not encouraged. I was discouraged, and God dropped a response in my heart, and this is my response to that man singing.
You need to hush in the Lord. You need to hush in the Lord. You need to hush in the Lord before we all die. You need to hush in the Lord. You need to hush in the Lord. You need to hush in the Lord before we all die. Need to stop playing them piano chords. You need to stop playing them piano chords. You need to stop playing them piano chords, 'cause they don't sound right. No, they don't sound right. You need to stop playing them piano chords.
Well,
you need to stop playing the piano chords. You need to stop playing them piano chords, 'cause they don't sound right. No, 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 no. I ain't gonna treat everybody right. No, I ain't. Nope. I ain't gonna treat everybody right. Not one said I ain't gonna treat everybody right until they turn off your mic. Your mic. Turn off your mic. Said I ain't gonna treat nobody right. I ain't gonna treat everybody right. I ain't gonna treat everybody right till they turn off your mic.
Come on now.
Hush, hush. Nobody's calling your name.
You better sing, Rita.
Come on, Rita.
I hope I'm going to be singing that in church Sunday the way you just did, honey.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Gary, you gotta lead the choir.
Yes, honey.
I love it. Hey, Rita, how can people find that video, man?
All right, on all social media at Rita Brent Comedy, RITABRENT Comedy. That's RITABRENT Comedy on all social media. God bless y'all.
Y'all give it up for Rita Brent. The comedian, Rita Brent, man.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
27 minutes after the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, it is the front page. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. The city of Springfield, Ohio, has been hit with dozens of bomb threats, some at elementary schools, after Trump and his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, promoted false rumors that immigrants were eating residents' pet dogs and cats. Vice President Kamala Harris ripped Donald Trump's comments, condemning him for spreading lies. Here's what she had to say during a discussion hosted by the National Association of Black Journalists.
I mean, my heart breaks. You know, there were children, elementary school children. It was school photo day. You remember what that's like? Going to school on picture day, dressed up in their best, got all ready, knew what they were going to wear the night before, and had to be evacuated.
Now, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, who is a Republican, has denounced and debunked rumors that spread online before Trump amplified them at last week's presidential debate, saying there is no evidence of it. In other news, schools in Kentucky, Kentucky County reopened under heavy police guard for the first time since a massive search was launched for a suspect in an interstate shooting that injured 11 people 11 days ago. He is still on the run, y'all. The suspect, 32-year-old Joseph Couch, remained on the loose as of yesterday, according to the public school system. Campuses reopened to nearly 9,000 students. Now, they are continuing the search for him. The school district released a statement saying the reopening plan provides enhanced security measures for bus transportation services, school campuses, and extracurricular activities. Lastly, have you ever wondered what the filthiest spot in your bedroom is?
Behind your bed or underneath your bed?
It's around the bed. Professional cleaners say it's actually your mattress. One expert said it's a breeding ground for dust mites, bacteria, and dead skin cells.
Ooh.
Over time, these can cause allergies, asthma, and other health problems. In fact, a recent study found that up to 1 million dust mites known for causing respiratory issues and skin conditions can move around a mattress at any given time. So they said, break out that baking soda, sprinkle it over your mattress, let it sit for 30 minutes to absorb the odors and moisture before vacuuming it.
And all those little faint poots.
Yeah. Oh, God. Thanks for that, Rock T. I'm Maria Moore. And those are a few of the news stories we're following this morning. For updates and more headlines, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports? Let's change the subject.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Las Vegas Aces star Asia Wilson. She passed Angel Reese for WNBA's single-season rebounding record this season. Angel is out for the rest of the season with an injury, or she probably would have held on to that record. But we got to congratulate Asia, man. She's having the best season of her career. Last week, she became the first player in league history to reach 1,000 points in a single season. And speaking of the WNBA, it continues to expand their wings, man. So they currently have 12 teams. They're adding a Golden State team next season.
Ooh.
And then they're adding 2 more teams in 2026. They're going to add a team in Toronto and another team in Portland. So the expansion continues, man. I love it. I love it. Michael Jordan has finally found a buyer for his $15 million mansion in Chicago after sitting for 12 years.
Wow, finally.
56,000 square feet, Brad. 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, a cigar room, library, indoor gym, full-size basketball court, tennis court, and a circular infinity pool.
Mm-hmm.
About to finally sell that bad boy.
For how much did they say?
They didn't say.
Ooh.
15 million.
Why it take so long?
No,
though?
15 million. 15 million. 15
okay,
million.
okay. He said he wasn't going no lower than that.
That's it.
Oh, that's why.
Yes, indeedy. So, last but not least, man, I got a Rock T bold prediction for y'all. Florida State football squad is right now, they 0-3. So, don't be surprised if the Florida State Seminoles present Coach Primetime Deion Sanders with the head coaching job offer at the end of this season. Because we all know Primetime, that's his alma mater. He went to college at Florida State. I'm not saying he would accept it, but I'm just throwing it out there into the universe because it probably was going to happen. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, man. Y'all can follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brett got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
It sure is. What up again, Brett?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Family and friends and fans gathered in the city of South Fulton on Tuesday to lay rapper Rich Homie Quan to rest at World Changers Church International. Rich Homie passed away in Atlanta on September 5th and was celebrated for his influence in music and his inspiring personality. Quan was commended for his humility and grace, with tributes from fellow artists in the industry and significant support from his local community. Comedian DC Young Fly even went viral for his passionate speech at the service. Here's what he had to say.
Everybody go read the book of Job. He took everything from Job. He kept snatching everything from Job. And Job, like every Christian that, everybody like, I put so much good into the world. Why is so much bad coming to me? I want to ask him why. Why he doing this to me? God looked at him and said, who you talking to? Why not you? This is the time for you to praise my name. This is the time for you to tell the other people through the midst of pain, I'm the one that's giving you the strength, fool. And I'm here to tell the family, big bro, sir, it's time to be obedient. It's time to take charge. And I understand the pain. This is a familiar pain. And I'm here to tell you as a soldier, I'm strapped up with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was beautiful. I was there. And Killer Mike spoke, Rocco spoke, DC spoke. DC had everybody just in tears. His dad, his manager. They definitely celebrated him and honored him the way that he needed to be.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's still so sad, though. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe he's not here anymore.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Really, really too soon. All right, you guys. As many of you know, Diddy was arrested at a Manhattan hotel Monday night. And yesterday, he was denied bail at a hearing and will remain in custody on charges including racketeering and sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube were found during the raids, which were allegedly used during these freak-offs. And now a number of high-profile label executives are worried. An insider says there are at least 5 execs who have been advised to explore their options, as they will not be protected by the shareholders if any allegations emerge. Ooh, the labels are petrified because recording companies tend to be dragged into lawsuits, and that encouraging potentially troublesome executives to clean up their acts is their way of protecting themselves. Ooh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be the trial of the century.
You think Diddy going to start calling everybody out?
I don't know. He might not, but supposedly there's footage,
They're scared.
So it's people are going to talk to save themselves, and they're going to throw other people under the bus. That's just the way it goes when people don't want to lose their own ways of living in life. So, oof.
Did you hear the statement from the attorney, from Diddy's attorney? It seems like he's trying to make it seem like, okay, well, he might not be morally right, but he didn't break the law.
Right.
It seems like that's going to be his strategy to defend Diddy. Yeah.
Yeah, but they got to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
He called. Did you talk about how he called Kalina, the other girl from Dirty Money, 56 times in that one day?
No.
And he sent her 120 something text messages, like right after Don came out with that statement. Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, that is wild. Ooh, yeah. Let me. Okay, so look, per CNN, prosecutors claim that Diddy pressured his former groupmate from Dirty Money to end Dawn Richards' lawsuit. That's the young lady that's suing him from Danity Kane.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson suggested that Diddy contact Kalina after Dawn filed a lawsuit against him last week. Johnson said in court that Diddy reached out to Kalina 58 times in 4 days, according to the New York Post. Diddy's last text message to Harper came in on September 14th, one day after she released her neutral statement. Kalina wrote in a lengthy statement that she had never witnessed any abuse detailed by Dawn. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You can't hide nothing. They find everything. You can't even send it to the cloud. You can't erase it because it's going in the cloud and it stay in the cloud. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown with the White Stone. The time now is 24 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What you got this morning, Maria?
So, Ricky, Atlanta police are investigating a burglary at a popular strip club where two thieves stole $250,000 cash after cutting a hole in the roof of the building. Sources say that around 4:15 a.m., two thieves wearing ski masks and gloves cut a hole in the roof of Onyx Strip Club where they climbed into the business and used power tools to break into the safes, storing $250,000. Now, get this. The crooks spent 2 hours inside the business before surveillance cameras recorded them leaving just before being seen running from the building at 6 a.m. So far, there's no word on the suspects' identities.
Oh, my
That's
God.
somebody. That's somebody who worked there. Who worked there because you're not just gonna randomly climb on top of a building and know exactly where to cut through. Like, how do you even cut through a building anyway?
What in the
That's somebody
Friday
who
after
worked there.
next Santa Claus is going on? First of all, Brad, how do you? Okay, wait a minute. 200. That's $250,000.
Yeah.
And then why you don't have that truck come that be showing up at the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton stores and the Ross stores with them armed security guard to come and
strip
get
clubs
all
don't-
of their cash?
They don't empty out all their cash every single day, I don't think. Well, obviously this one didn't. They don't.
because they need cash.
Yeah, because they got to have a lot of cash on hand. But that's why I'm saying the people to be in there for 2 hours and to know exactly where to go in and know how to get, that's somebody who had to work there.
Inside
Who
job.
had to work there and gave them some intel on how to do that. You don't just randomly decide to do that and it works.
They've been watching too much TV.
This is a serious question. Do you think it was in like all ones? 250,000. Like, is it?
They keep a lot of ones, but they keep a lot of big bills too. They just keep a lot of cash.
Wow. All y'all got to do today is go and sit in Phipps Plaza and you'll see them.
Okay.
They're gonna be between Lenox and Phipps. Go to Neiman Marcus at Lenox and then go to Phipps and just sit in the hall. You're gonna see some dudes look like Black Tony come around that corner with bags. They're gonna be hyped. They're gonna be having a whole bunch of cash. I hope they got the money marked. I don't know. That's terrible.
No, that's unmarked money. That's unmarked money.
Yeah, the stripper money ain't marked.
It got glitter on it. Yes, it is.